Good evening and thank you for tuning in to TV 24 News. I'm John Garlick.
And I'm Courtney Lynham. Here's the news for Monday, June 17th, 2024. As sunny days and summer approach, skincare and sunscreen are more important than ever. Avoiding ultraviolet light can potentially prevent nearly 3 million cases of skincare annually. In an article by the Alabama News Center, Dr. Lauren Cole, associate professor at the University of Alabama at Birmingham's Department of Dermatology, emphasizes the importance of sunscreen and regular dermatology checkups. 1 in 4 people will have skin cancer by age 67, says Dr. Cole. Even those in their 20s and 30s should get checked if they've had significant sun exposure. When choosing a sunscreen, look for a sun protection factor, SPF, of 30 or higher. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, SPF 30 blocks about 97% of UV rays. Dr. Cole also advises using broad spectrum sunscreen to protect against both UVA and UVB rays, which can cause premature aging and sunburn, respectively. For summer activities, she recommends water-resistant formulas due to increased sweating and water exposure. Sunscreen comes in many forms: spray, cream, gel, and stick. Each has its benefits. Ensure your sunscreen is FDA approved and contains zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Avoid products with aminobenzoic acid and toluene light, as they are not considered safe or effective. Remember, sunscreen expires, so replace it after 3 years after purchase if it lacks an expiration date, but most sunscreens have an expiration date on there. Proper application is key. Apply sunscreen 15 minutes before going outside and reapply every 2 hours or after swimming and sweating. Don't forget hard to reach areas and use hats and sunglasses for extra protection. Limit sun exposure during peak hours. If you do get sunburned, take a cool bath, apply moisturizers, and drink plenty of water. Use hydrocortisone cream for discomfort, but avoid products ending in -cane, like lidocaine. For severe sunburn or symptoms of sun poisoning, such as blistering, fever, or nausea, seek medical attention. Regular skin checks are crucial. See a dermatologist if you notice pigmented spots larger than a pencil eraser, spots with various colors, irregular borders, spots that change over time.
This past Saturday at 8:41 p.m., Rainburn Police Department posted a missing child alert for 4-year-old DJ Gerald. He went missing about 5:55 p.m. around County Road 49 and County Road 111 in Rainburn. Unfortunately, by 9:30 p.m., the search ended in tragedy after the 4-year-old boy was found deceased in Cleburne County. Cleburne County Coroner Adam Downs told AL.com that the child was found deceased in the backyard swimming pool after roughly a 2-hour search Saturday night. Downs said the child slipped away out of his house about 6 p.m. and was found later in the pool. Downs said DJ's family asked everyone to be vigilant about pool safety. If your child has access to a pool, be at home or in the neighborhood, be certain that there is a fence around the pool and the gates are locked or otherwise secured to prevent young children's access. Downs said the search involved numerous volunteers, law enforcement, and emergency response personnel from Cleburne County and the surrounding areas. He said that the water in the pool was very cloudy, which is why the child was not immediately found. Downs said the official cause of death will not be released until after an autopsy by the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, 350 children under the age of 5 drown in pools each year nationwide. Many of those deaths occur in June, July, and August, most in backyard swimming pools. From the Children's Safety Network, over 900 children under age 19 die by drowning each year. Boys account for 75% of these deaths. For every child that drowns, 5 more are treated for near drowning in hospitals. Near drowning can cause the most serious cases, result in traumatic brain injury, affecting the child's behavior and ability to learn. CSN says that formal swimming lessons reduce the risk of drowning by 88%.
Jacksonville State University recently hosted a camp tailored for students who are deaf or hard of hearing, aiming to prepare them for the academic and social challenges of college life. This innovative program includes workshops on academic readiness, such as effective study techniques and navigating college resources, as well as sessions on developing social skills and living independently. Participants also had opportunities to interact with mentors and peers, fostering a supportive and inclusive community. The camp's comprehensive approach ensures these students gain the confidence and skills needed to thrive in a college environment. Jacksonville State University continues to support diversity and inclusion, making higher education accessible to all. For more information on this, visit the Anniston Star.
This past Friday, the House passed the $884 billion National Defense Authorization Act in a narrow 217 to 199 vote. Votes were largely along party lines, with 196 Democrats opposing the measure and a small group of 6 supporting it. Republicans overwhelmingly backed the bill, with 211 voting in favor and just 3 voting against. U.S. Representative Mike Rogers, chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, released the following statement of House passage H.R. 8070, otherwise called the Service Member Quality of Life Improvement and National Defense Authorization Act. Mike Rogers said, "There is no investment more important than the one we make in the men and women who serve in our all-volunteer force. We cannot kick the can down the road when it comes to providing our service members. Today, the House voted to increase pay for junior enlisted service members by 19.5%, improve unaccompanied housing, expand service member access to child care and health care, and support our military spouses. Our service members are the bedrock of our national security. Strengthening our military starts by ensuring our service members are taken care of. The threats facing our nation are more complex and challenging than anything we've encountered before. To ensure that we stay ahead of our adversaries, the fiscal year NDAA keeps the continued modernization of our nuclear deterrent on track, invests in our undersea capabilities, boosts innovation, and supports the capabilities of our warfighters need to succeed in any future battlefield. Additionally, the NDAA will improve the quality of life for service members and military families across Alabama and support the vital work being done at the Anniston Army Depot. Our adversaries will only be deterred through the strength, and the fiscal year 25 NDAA assures our military will continue to project that strength.
We want to remind you that tomorrow is the last day to register for the Fraud Summit, protecting senior citizens from financial fraud, exploitation, and abuse. Older adults 55 and older, disabled adults 50 and older, volunteers, aging advocates, and caregivers of older adults are encouraged to attend. The event will be June 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1302 Cherry Drive, Lynette, Alabama. Lunch will be provided. Call to register today, 256-237-6741, extension 150 or 170.
Let's check in with Justin for a sneak peek at the weather.
You're watching the TV 24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. We'll be right back.
From Montgomery, Alabama, during a State Board of Education work session last Thursday, State Superintendent Dr. Eric Mackey revealed there's just not enough money in the budget to fund some school programs going into the fall, in spite of the fact that the state legislature has passed a $9.4 billion school budget for fiscal year 25. Dr. Mackey said the federal government provided ESSER funds, or Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Release Funds, during the pandemic to support remote learning. When kids returned to class, some districts used that money to create after-school programs to enhance students' education. ESSER funds were about $2 billion. Mackey says it's just not programs that may disappear, Mackey said they have 3,000 to 4,000 more employees now than they had in 2019 and 2020. At the same time, however, the state is experiencing a decline in student population of about 20,000 kids. Jobs will be lost. Mackey stated boards that don't make those cuts 3 to 4 years from now are going to be looking at state intervention because they're going to run out of money. According to the Economic Development Partnership of Alabama, Alabama has 1,479 separate schools and about 726,700 students, down from about 739,700 in 2018. With a $9.4 billion budget, that works out to about $6.4 million per school and $12,650 per student.
Alabama Spay and Neuter is offering an incredible June special to ensure your furry friends receive the care they deserve. For just $25 per pet, qualified households can spay or neuter up to 3 pets throughout the month of June. This initiative aims to make pet care more accessible, particularly for families enrolled in government assistance programs such as Medicaid, Disability, WEAC, SNAP, EBT, or SSI. Eligible participants must verify their enrollment to take advantage of this limited time offer. Here are the details you need to know. The $25 copay is due at the time of booking your appointment. Availability is limited, so it's first come, first serve. To secure your spot, please call Alabama Spay and Neuter directly at 205-956-0012. Please note this special cannot be combined with other offers and appointments must be made via phone only. If you are considering taking advantage of this opportunity, be prepared for high call volumes. If you leave a message, make sure to provide 2 callback numbers as they will attempt to reach you once per number. Don't delay. Schedule your appointment today and give your pets the care they need. Let's work together to ensure the well-being of our beloved pets across Alabama. For more information, visit Alabama Spay Neuter's website, alspay.org, or call them directly. This is a chance you don't want to miss. Now that brings us to our community spotlight. We turn to workers from the Toe Beans Kitten Rescue. They will share their firsthand experience on the importance of utilizing these discounted tickets, emphasizing how this program significantly impacts animal welfare and supports local shelters.
Hello, my name is Kathy Gowdy. I am a volunteer with Toe Beans Kitten Rescue here in Calhoun County. I'm here to talk briefly about our volunteer opportunities that we have with our rescue operation. It's for kitties, cats. There are so many ways that you can help our organization. You can volunteer at PetSmart. We have adoption events every Saturday, so whenever you're in the store and you see all the kitties in the condominiums in there, those are our kitties. They're available for adoption all of the time. We are a foster-based and volunteer-based organization. There are plenty of ways to volunteer, whether you want to help with an adoption event or you want to transport kitties to and from their spay-neuter surgeries, or take them to other rescue organizations that also help us. So there are lots of different ways that you can volunteer. You can make donations. That's always appreciated. Either cash or supplies. We have many kitties, sometimes as many as 100 or so in our foster care. So we always can use food, litter, money. If you can do that, there are ways to send money. Donations can be dropped off at either Head to Tail near Walmart. That's a wonderful grooming and boarding business, or at PetSmart when you're in there. So we're always appreciative of any support you can give to us, because it's a nice volunteer-based organization, as I said, and we can always use your help. So we appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Kathy Beecham. I'm a volunteer with Toe Beans Kitten Rescue, and I'd like to talk to you today about fostering some of our kids. We need a lot of different fosters, some for little ones like this. We also need fosters for pregnant mothers with babies, older cats that need to decompress before they can go to PetSmart and be adopted, kittens that need socialization. There's just a lot of different areas for our fosters. It's not long term. We can take as short as a week, or if you want these kittens, you can keep them up to 4 weeks or until they're old enough to be spay or neutered, and then they'll go to PetSmart and be adopted. So please try and help us out. There's a lot of ways to help us to foster, and it's always fun to have little babies in your house. They're always an enjoyment. All of these little kids can be seen at Head to Tail Pet Care all week long. So just come and see us, and if you would please foster. The contact number was up there. You'll text Miss Danny Croker, who's over Tobean's Kitten Rescue, and she will get with us and we'll get you some babies to foster. Thank you.
You know, Courtney, responsible pet ownership is so vital.
It really is, and Calhoun County, along with Alabama Spay and Neuter, is making it a lot more affordable to spay and neuter your pets.
It ought to be. It ought to be downright free. When I was with law enforcement, we had so many dogs at large calls, and they were all stray dogs. They were just puppies that were living in the wild. And of course, every now and again, you'll find stray cats, and it's just so sad. There's no reason for that.
There's really not.
It's just, and what an example we give to our kids when adults, let that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, we have to do better. We have to do better by our animals, and we have to set that stage, like you said, for our youth to know that being a responsible pet owner is what we have to be.
We have to be responsible. You know, pets become part of the family. In my counseling practice, every now and again, I do some grief therapy for people that have lost their pets. And over my lifetime, I think I've only had, in my 65 years, I have probably had 6 months that I've been without a pet.
Yeah. My pets are my family too.
Yeah.
And you can see more information on Tobean's Kitten Rescue. They were my guests this morning on Rise and Shine, and they have many adoptable animals, kittens and cats. So with that, we're going to go to a quick break, but coming up, your area weather right here on the TV 24 News, presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Good afternoon, viewers. This is Justin Dill with WEAC, and this is your 7-day forecast. For the rest of this afternoon, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 93 and a low of 73. For Tuesday, expect mostly cloudy skies in the morning with a high of 90 and a low of 70. For Friday, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 89 and a low of 69. For Thursday, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 95 and a low of 72. For Friday, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 96 and a low of 74. For Saturday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 94 and a low of 75. And for Sunday, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 94 and a low of 73. We're going to head it over to sports with Roger Flint. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, it's Monday, June 17th, 2024. This is Roger with WEAC TV 24 bringing you your sports today. The Chakalaka Monsters with a road win Saturday. Hayes Harrison, the former Oxford High School standout, with a big blow, a grand slam to lead the Monsters over the Waleska Wild 9-6. In Sunbelt League action, Oxford grad Trey Higgins, JSU transfer Rashad Robinson, and Joshua Cooper all had hits for the Monsters. They are 5-2 so far on this early season and will play on the road again today in Gainesville, Georgia. We'll keep you posted on the Monsters all summer. Some local golf. The Anniston Country Club holds its parent-child tournament each year. Pretty cool. Usually do it around Father's Day weekend. Freeman Fight and Bodie Fight both shot 61 and 63 for a total of 124 to finish as the overall winners. Congratulations to those guys. Great spending the weekend on the golf course with your son. I'm sure that was a blast for everyone. Yesterday, the Birmingham Stallions in the UFL championship game won their third title in a row. The two previous was with the USFL, and that league combined with the UFL this year. So Birmingham trounced the San Antonio Brahmas 25-0. Dominant second half by the Stallions to just put them away. The announced attendance was 27,000. Pretty successful year, I think. Lots of great talent still in football. So this was a pretty competitive league. Spring football is looking pretty good, I think. It's tough to pull that off, but I think they're doing a good job. The College Baseball World Series got started, and wow, some crazy game. Let's update you on some of the scores. North Carolina, Virginia got it started. North Carolina with a walk-off, a 3-2 victory. And then Tennessee and Florida State followed that up. Tennessee walked that one off 12-11. So two great games to start the College World Series. Then Kentucky matched up against North Carolina State. Kentucky come away with a 5-4 win. Texas A&M was matched up against Florida. This was a really wild one. Texas A&M come out on top 3-2. So this set up Virginia and Florida State, then played an elimination bracket. Florida State won 7-3, so Virginia is eliminated. North Carolina and Tennessee played in the winners bracket. Tennessee a 6-1 winner over North Carolina. So here is where we at as of now. North Carolina and Florida State will play today. That's an elimination game. Loser will go home. And then in the winners bracket today, you have Kentucky against Texas A&M. We'll keep you posted on the College World Series. U.S. Open golf yesterday, major golf tournament. Bryson DeChambeau held off Rory McIlroy and won his second U.S. Open. DeChambeau shot a -6, McIlroy a -5. McIlroy disastrous down the stretch with putting. Kind of just left it wide open for DeChambeau to come and take that. So congratulations to him. NBA Finals. Dallas defeated Boston 122-84. This will get it back to a game 5. Boston leads the series 3-1. Boston has a chance to clinch tonight as the series shifts back to Boston. We'll keep you posted on the NBA Finals. Also, hockey fans, the Florida Panthers lead the series 3-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. Game 5 will be Tuesday. The Atlanta Braves took 2 out of 3 against the Tampa Bay Rays this weekend. They will open up a series tonight at Truist Park against the Detroit Tigers. Atlanta is 38-31, 8 games back in the NL East, and 4 games up in the #1 wild card. Good news to pass on. Auburn running back Brian Battier discharged from ICU recently, showing progress in moving and speaking. This is prayers answered. This was coming from his mother. Prayers up still for this young man because he's still got a long, long road ahead. Close it out today with Rogers Random Stuff. The great Tony Gwynn has a lot of insane stats, but this could be the most insane. Listen to this. Batting average with 2 strikes since 1988 when they started tracking it. Tony Gwynn batted .302 with 2 strikes. All other MLB hitters combined batted .183. Just sit there and think about that a minute. That's pretty mind-blowing. But anyway, that's going to do it today. Until next time, everyone stay safe. We'll see you soon.
Well, we want to thank you for watching the TV24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. Signing off from Oxford, Alabama, we wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening. See you back here tomorrow.